this time, as you can see in your timetable, that you are having three separate uh, names under EG. Okay. So firstly, on Monday 2 to 4 p.m. which is there, the session which is there. Okay. So that session it will be on EG practical. Then Wednesday 2 to 4 that session which is there, that is for EG for AutoCAD practical. Okay. And on Thursday the 11:15 to 11:25 to 1:30 the session which is there. So that will be about theory sessions. And all the sessions they are of 2 hours duration. For EG, right now in our I'll show you the our curriculum and all. Okay, so we'll be discussing that. So today we'll just starting our curriculum. Okay, we'll be just very smoothly sliding into the curriculum. And yes, how many of you have not answered, have not given your response in that form which was circulated about AutoCAD requirements? किसने नहीं दिया अभी तक? I can see that there are 60 responses from your class. 60 or 59 responses. 60, yes. There are 60 responses from your class. 4 people have not responded. Okay, कितने लोगों ने किसका किसका AutoCAD install हुआ successfully? Can you put in chat box? Put in chat box. That is better. Okay. And which version have you installed? 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. 5 versions are available, right? कौन सा वर्जन किया है डाउनलोड? 20, 21, 22. Okay, fine. So 21, 22 means your system is having a good configuration. Unfortunately today I am in such a situation that I am not able to install AutoCAD right now. My system which is there, that is given by the college, and okay, that is 32-bit OS. I have been trying to install AutoCAD 2016, 2017, 2013. No version is able to install. I don't know why. Some issue with the software, or it is saying that okay, your security issue is there, okay, or you are not able to get the licensing. It is giving the reasons like that. So I'm not able to install them currently. So let me hope that I will be able to figure something out before our AutoCAD practical. Now, Abhi, in your timetable, if you are seeing, I was discussing about timetable. Okay, so in your timetable, you can see that there are 3 sessions. Okay, one is on Monday, on Wednesday, and Thursday, and we having 3 sessions. Okay, and all 3 of them are different. One is EG theory, second is drawing practical, third is AutoCAD practical. All 3 are different. Okay, so and I did not want to keep 3 different links for each one of them. So that's why I have generated a single link, and that link will be common for all the sessions. Okay. I hope that will be convenient for all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Keeping it as one link instead of 3 separate links.
No, sir. Only one.
Yeah. So that would be convenient, right, for all of us.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, some of you will be joining in this link, some of you will be joining in the AutoCAD link. So that we don't want such a kind of a scenario there. So I have kept only a single link. Okay. So in mechanics we had theory and lab separate, so we could do that. Now we have three different sessions. So then instead of keeping 3 links, I can club all of them into one single link. Okay. So in your calendar, okay, right now I have added all of you into the meet already. I've already added all of you into the meeting already. Okay, so you can auto login. There is no need to wait in the lounge. Okay, you can you will be directly admitted, and so I guess we can get started now. Let me know when the screen is visible. Okay. Yes. So right now, in this term, we'll be handling two separate courses. Okay, one will be our engineering graphics FEC 204. This is engineering graphics. Okay, this is our theory course, and the FEL 203, that is my engineering graphics. That is my lab course. Okay, and in the graphics practical, the Monday sessions. Okay, Monday and the Wednesday sessions, both of them will be of FEL 203, and the Thursday session, which is there, the Thursday session, as per timetable, the Thursday session is for the theory part. Okay, now we'll be seeing just the curriculum content. Okay, so now in my theory course, okay, I am assigned 2 credits, and the contact hours, it is the number of hours per week, it is said to be, it is expected to be 2, and in my, for my assessment, then we'll be having 2 internal assessments of 15 marks each. Okay, like you have for physics, for physics, chemistry. Okay, so you'll be having 2 internal exams of 15 marks each, and our end semester exam, it will be of 60 marks. So the theory course, for a total, it will be for 2 credits. It will be carrying 2 credits, and the total marks for the theory course, it will be 75. No, the objectives of the theory course, to impart and inculcate the proper understanding of the theory of projection, then to impart the knowledge of reading a drawing. So now, if I am getting, say, for a very simple example, if I am getting to know, if I am able to see, okay, my building's plan, or my own house plan, okay, house plan, or my house's approved drawing. So then I should be able to read that okay, what is what, which view is what, how does it look, how am I able, how I am showing it in the drawing. That is what is intended with this particular course. Then to improve the visualization skill. Now, in line with these objectives, okay, so we have designed 4 outcomes for the theory course. Firstly, to apply the basic principles of projections in the projection of lines and planes. Then, secondly, to apply the basic principles of projections in projection of solids and section of solids. So at my first outcome, I'll be dealing with projection of lines and planes. Okay. Then for my second outcome, we'll be dealing with the modules of projection of solids, section of solids. Then third outcome, I will be applying the basic principles of projections in converting the 3D view to 2D drawing. Now this is what I'll be calling it as orthographic projection. This is what is also called as orthographic projection. Then to visualize an object from given two views. So this will be the exact opposite of this. Okay. So in orthographic projection, I am given a 3D object. Okay, and I have to convert it into a 2D drawing. Whereas when I'm talking about, this is called as isometric projection. when I'm talking about isometric projection, then there I'll be applying my skills of projections, my principles of projections, okay, to visualize the object in 3D from two given 2D views. Okay. Now, for fulfilling these objectives and outcomes, okay, so we have our very detailed contents. The first in my first module, we'll be dealing with the introduction to engineering graphics, and we'll be discussing about the principles of graphics and its significance, the usage of the drawing instruments, then the types of lines, dimensioning systems as per IS conventions, then the introduction to plane and diagonal scales. Then, once we are completing this sub topic, we'll be going to the second subtopic, which is engineering curves. So, in the engineering curves, we'll be discussing about the basic construction of the cycloid, then about involute and about the helix. Okay. These terms are there. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, these terms are quite new to us. So we'll be seeing them right from the start. Then in the second module, right then in second module we'll be discussing about projection of points and lines, and we'll also be just very briefly going through the projection of planes also. So this second module, that will be our in line with our outcome, the outcome course outcome 1. Then I have module 3. I have the projection of solids. So in the projection of solids, then I'll be dealing with prism, pyramid, cylinder, and cone only. Now, can you tell me what is a prism? Can you throw some light on what is meant by a prism? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, but voice is breaking.
Okay. I don't know the reason, because I'm not having any internet network issues as of now. So I don't know. Okay. Okay. So can you tell me? Can you throw some light on what is a prism? Have you heard this term before?
Yes, sir.
So what is a prism? How does it look like?
Sir, I think they are of two types. One has a base with a triangle, and one has a base with, I guess, square. And it is like a uh, pyramid kind of structure.
Hello, sir. It will be three-dimensional structure.
Hmm?
Three-dimensional structure.
Yes, it is a
Prism.
three-dimensional structure. It is in 3 dimensions. So what I'm intending is, where have you used prism anywhere during your school days? Have you used your prism? Have you used a prism anywhere? Or maybe even in your physics practical and all somewhere, have you used prism?
In the refraction.
Yes. Yes, hey, right. Yes, you are right. So there, what prism have you exactly used?
Glass prism.
Yes, it is a glass prism. My question was it a triangular prism? Was it a square prism? Was it a pentagonal prism? That was my question.
So it's triangle.
It's a
Triangular
triangular.
prism.
Yes, I am using a triangular prism then, right? I am using a triangular prism for splitting light into its 7 components, right? I'm able to see the different 7 components of light there. When the light it is incident at one particular angle on the prism, okay, on the long side of the prism, then I am able to get the different components of light, right? I'm able to get the VIBGYOR there. Yeah, right. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm able to get my VIBGYOR, right?
Yes, sir.
Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Man, it's been 14 years मेरे को स्कूल कंप्लीट करके अभी भी याद आता है ये सब बोलते हो. Okay, then next, what is a pyramid? What is a pyramid? I know about this thing, right? ये तो हम सबको पता है.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? तो उसका शेप कैसे है?
ट्रायंगुलर.
So triangular shape.
बेस रेक्टेंगल है और
हाँ.
बाकी के साइड ट्रायंगल से.
Yes, उसका बेस रेक्टेंगल है एंड बाकी के जो साइड्स हैं जो हैं they are all
ट्रायंगुलर है.
triangular, right? Yes. अब किसने ट्रायंगुलर बोला रे?
यस सर, मैंने ही बोला सर, बट मैं बोलने वाला सर कि उसका जो टॉप सरफेस जो है वो रेक्टेंगल है सर.
तो उसका आपको बेस जो है, बेस कैन बी ट्रायंगल. ओके. नाउ इफ आई एम हैविंग सपोज, नाउ पिरामिड में भी आपको टाइप्स है. अभी मेरे को अगर बेस जो है ट्रायंगुलर है एंड मेरे को बेस का मेरा लेंथ जो है, बेस का लेंथ और इसका मेरे को हाइट का लेंथ सेम है, देन आई कॉल दैट एज अ टेट्राहेड्रन. ये टर्म आपने कम सुना रहेगा, टेट्राहेड्रन. If
Yes,
I'm
sir.
having a triangular pyramid and the height which is there, the length of height which is same as the base, height it is same as the base, then what happens? All the sides of the solid will be there, that will be equal. Then I will be calling that as a tetrahedron. Next, a cylinder. ये तो आपको बहुत ज्यादा ही कॉमन है सिलेंडर. तो examples please. So I am not going to ask you that what is a cylinder. I want example. You can give any example. You are free to give any example. Yes, beta.
Wire.
Next,
Wire.
सर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सेल.
wire. हाँ,
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सेल.
हाँ, ठीक है. बैटरी, electronic cell. Yes. I hope you meant battery only, right?
Drum, sir.
यस सर.
Another maybe couple of examples. आप डे टू डे में जो देख रहे हो उसमें से निकालो एग्जाम्पल. आप डेली आपके घर में रहेगा, आपके सामने ही रहेगा.
टैंक,
टैंक. यस.
पेन,
आपका सीलिंग में वाटर टैंक जो है,
Gas cylinder.
टेरेस में वाटर टैंक जो है वो है. यस, गैस
सिलेंडर, गैस वाला.
यस, ये सभी आपको सिलेंडर्स के एग्जांपल है. अभी आप मेरे को कोन का
Rolling pin.
एग्जांपल बताओ. अभी आप मेरे को कोन का एग्जांपल दो.
Sir, birthday cap.
आइसक्रीम.
कोन,
Birthday cap, sir.
हाँ, आइसक्रीम कोन.
C.
आइसक्रीम कोन हो गया. ओके. सो व्हाट इज
Tunnel.
ओके, ठीक है. तो आपको आइसक्रीम कोन है, आपका बर्थडे का जो आप कैप पहनते हो वो भी आपको कोन है. सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ सिलेंडर एंड अ कोन? कैन यू सी द डिफरेंस? इनमें दोनों में आपको डिफरेंस क्या लगता है?
so there's a merging point in a cone.
मेरे को इन अ सिलेंडर along the length, right? In a cylinder, then along the length, all the sides they are parallel, right? है ना?
Yes, sir.
मेरे को मोस्टली जो रहते हैं सिलेंडर्स जो हैं, द सिलेंडर्स आई विल बी हैविंग, मेरे को बेस का और मेरे को इसका टॉप का, बेस सरफेस है और टॉप सरफेस है, इनके दोनों का साइज सेम रहेगा ना. Whereas when I am talking about a cone, then here at the top I will be having a single point. So all these edges which are there, so I have my slant edges. आपको शायद ये टर्म हमने मैथ्स में शायद से आपने सुना रहेगा, slant edges करके.
Yes, a slant height.
Slant edges. Yes. So when I am talking about a cone, then ये slant edges जो है, the slant edges they are all converging at one point, which I call as the apex. So here I have my base of the cone, here I have the apex of the cone. Now let us continue this. Okay. and then we'll be discussing about some other things also. Then, so this was about we'll be dealing with prism, pyramid, cylinder, and cone, and we'll be projecting these solids. Okay, we'll be discussing about the projection of these solids with respect to HP and VP. HP stands for horizontal plane, VP stands for the vertical plane. Then, once we are completing about solids, then we'll be discussing about sections of solids. That means when these solids that we discussed, okay. So suppose I am cutting that solid at some point. Okay, I am having this cylinder. If I am cutting that cylinder like this, then how I will be able to, what surface I will be able to view there. So I should be able to make the sectional views of that solids. That is what is dealt with in this particular topic. We have the section of solids. Then I have this important topic about orthographic and sectional orthographic projections. So in this, I will be dealing with the fundamentals of orthographic projections. Then different views of simple part as per first angle method of projection. Then we may be discussing about missing views. Okay, if time permits. Now this orthographic view, it is important for AutoCAD point of view. It is an important topic. Okay, same is with isometric also. Okay. So when I have in my AutoCAD practicals, we will be discussing predominantly about orthographic and orthographic, sectional orthographic, and isometric projections. Okay. Then, if possible, then we'll also be discussing about missing views. They are going to be these three modules 5, 6, and 7. They will be predominantly covered in our practical sessions. Okay, in the practical course. The remaining these modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. They will be covered mostly in my theory courses. Modules 5, 6, 7 we'll be trying to cover them in our lab course. Okay. And it will also be happening that आपको मंडे को एक टॉपिक रहेगा, मंडे को एक प्रैक्टिकल के इसमें मंडे के प्रैक्टिकल में आपको एक टॉपिक चालू रहेगा, आपको वेडनेसडे के प्रैक्टिकल में दूसरा एक टॉपिक चालू रहेगा, and Thursday's lecture session we will be having a third topic. So that is quite possible that we'll be having 3 separate topics running at the 2 or 3 separate topics running at the same time. I'll also try from my end that okay, if we are able to reduce that, if we're able to go for just one topic at a time, we'll see to it. Okay. Then about the assessment, I told you already. Okay. So internal assessment, we'll be having 2 exams of 15 marks each. No, but about the IA1 which is there. Okay. So IA1 it will be about conventional drawing. That means you'll be drawing it on paper, and the IA2 which is there. IA2 it will be conducted on AutoCAD. As for today, okay. IA2 until all these years we have taken IA2 on AutoCAD. Okay. So when I have been asking you about okay, if you have a system, if your system is having running AutoCAD all like that, then that I have 2 reasons. Firstly is that my IA2 it is going to be on AutoCAD. Okay. Then my end semester theory examination that will be on drawing in my drawing sheet only. So there will be 6 questions each carrying 15 marks. I have to solve 4. Now okay. For now the pattern has been kind of changed. Okay. So we don't know if this pattern will be followed or not. Let's hope that it does, because else we are actually taking the life out of engineering drawing. That is what, or engineering graphics. That is what is my opinion. Because when I am not able to see that what you are drawing, and how you are reaching at that particular drawing, until then I will not be able to say that okay, yes, you have the understanding of drawing. I will not be able to see it. And that is why in drawing, in engineering graphics course, the university has given 2 hours for the theory session and 4 hours for the practical session. It is for that particular reason. the real enjoyment of engineering graphics or engineering drawing. Okay, the real enjoyment of engineering graphics or engineering drawing, it is in the drawing hall where you are fixing your drawing sheet on the big drawing board and you're drawing there. That is a real enjoyment of engineering graphics. Let me hope that okay, you will be able to experience that in that quite soon. Now we come to the lab course. Okay, so as I told you just now, okay, our FEC 204, which is the FEC 204, that has been given only 2 hours in the week. FEL 203, the lab course, it is given 4 hours in the week, and in that lab course I will be having that 4, it is split as 2 plus 2, 2 hours for drawing practical and 2 hours for AutoCAD practical. Okay. So the credits here also I have 2 credits assigned. So in total, engineering graphics is carrying 2 plus 2, 4 credits. Then in the lab course, we have 25 marks for term work, and the practical or practical examination, it is going to be of 50 marks. Okay, and the practical examination again, that will be happening on AutoCAD. The objectives for the lab course: to impart and inculcate proper understanding of the theory of projection, to impart knowledge of reading and drawing, to improve the visualization skill. These are the, I have taken these objectives same as the theory course. Then to inculcate the skill of drawing with basic concepts. Then to be able to use AutoCAD for daily working processes, and to teach the basic utility of computer-aided drafting tool. So this AutoCAD which is there, that's the SCAD, it stands for computer-aided drafting. Computer-aided drafting, or you can also call that as maybe computer-aided drawing. So for those objectives, okay, so we have 4 outcomes here. Apply the basic principles of projections in the projection of lines, planes, and engineering curves. Then to apply the principles of projection in solids and sectional solids. So these 2 outcomes which are there, you can see that they will be similar to our theory outcomes. Then to apply the basic AutoCAD skills to draw different 3D views of a 3D object. So this is predominant. This we have to be using AutoCAD. Then orthographic projection. Orthographic projection using AutoCAD. Then 4th outcome, will be having isometric projection using AutoCAD. And since all these in my TD course or in my lab course, okay, so I will be applying these basic principles of projection. So my action verb, it is apply, and my Bloom's level as per the Bloom's taxonomy, that remains to be at level 3. Now the drawing tools, there are 3 components in my drawing in my FEL 203. The first component is to make the term sheets, okay, or the term worksheets. The first component is my term worksheets. So in the term worksheets, we have 1 for projection of solids, 1 for section of solids, then 1 for orthographic projection, and 1 for isometric projection. And these sheets, they were expected to be drawn on half imperial drawing sheet, but right now, since we will be running this course online, okay, for the time being, so that is why I have asked you to purchase 3 drawing books, right? How many of you have purchased? आप चैट में मत डालो, बोलो। क्या आप चैट में डालोगे तो दिखेगा नहीं ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so for those who didn't buy it yet, okay, okay, आपने जो drawing book जो purchase किया उसमें number of pages कितने हैं बेटा?
36.
36.
36.
अच्छा, ठीक है. Okay, so the 3 drawing books which are there, okay, one drawing book it will be for our classwork, okay, the problems that we are discussing during our theory sessions. Second drawing book it should be for our assignments, okay. We have 8 assignments to be completed, okay. So the assignment the second drawing book it will be for assignments, and the third drawing book, okay, the third drawing book it will be for my these term work sheets. I can use that for my term work sheets, and if I want I can also be using that for my IA1 IA2 papers. IA1 sorry, IA2 it will be on AutoCAD, so I can use it for my IA1 paper also. ठीक है. So आप एक बुक जो है वो थोड़ा सा ज्यादा पेजेस वाला ले लो, बाकी दोनों जो है अभी असाइनमेंट 2 एंड असाइनमेंट book second and third they can be for say be a lesser number of pages also. I don't know what see बाबा आपको कैसे टाइप का मिला है, उसका पेजेस कितना थिक है, वो सब अभी मैं देखते नहीं रह सकता. So I hope that you have got drawing books, okay, which are having a decent page thickness. हर एक पेज का thickness जो है वो ठीक ठाक है. ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप 2 लाइन बना रहे हो और आपका पेज फट गया करके, ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, the page का thickness which is there, it should be quite thick, quite decent. Okay, and before I'm making the term work sheet, okay, we are also expected to be making the practice sheets. Okay, so we have 4 term work sheets and we have 4 practice sheets. Now, this component, first component, which is the drawing term work sheets, we'll be dealing with topics of projection of solids. We'll be dealing with projection of solids, then section of solids, orthographic and isometric projections. So these topics which are there, okay, these are not going to start right now. So right now we will not be starting with the term work sheets. And the second component which is there, okay, so second component it is about assignments. So assignment, I'll have one assignment on engineering curves, where there should be at least 2 problems. Then second assignment it is on projection of lines. Then on one on projection of planes, projection of solids. Okay. So this assignment one this assignment is okay. So this can be started maybe even in this week also. Then in the next week we can start with projection of lines and projection of planes. Okay, so we can start and we can complete that. Then probably by the third or the fourth week. Okay, so right now today it is the as per our date of starting the semester. So your semester has started on 5th, right? Yes or no? Your semester started on 5th, right?
Yes, sir.
So right now we are in the second week. So engineering curves will be in week number 2. Then in week number 3 we'll be having about projection of lines and projection of planes. Then probably in week 4 and 5. Week 4 and 5 we'll be dealing with solids. Then week 6 we'll be dealing with 5 and 6 again. So projection of solids and section of solids, these 2 topics together will be taking 3 weeks. Then we have weeks 6, 7 and maybe 8 for orthographic projection. Now in between I am not taking the week in which we will be having our IA1. वो मैंने यहाँ पे consider नहीं किया. Then I have isometric projections. Okay, so about week 9, week 10, probably we'll be coming with isometric projections also. So right now in my theory course we'll be starting with engineering curves, and in my next week, okay, next Monday the drawing practical. Okay, in that we'll be again starting with which one? Right now I'm starting with engineering curves. Okay. Yes. So next Monday we'll be starting with. We'll be taking this assignment. Okay. Assignment on engineering curves. Then during the AutoCAD sessions. Okay. During the AutoCAD sessions, there we'll be starting off with orthographic projection directly. Okay. तो आपको मंडे कॉमा थर्सडे आपको इंजीनियरिंग कर्व्स लाइंस प्लेन्स रहेगा, whereas वेडनेसडे आपको ऑर्थोग्राफिक प्रोजेक्शन आइसोमेट्रिक प्रोजेक्शन वो चालू रहेगा. ओके. एनी क्वेश्चन?
नो सर.
ओके. देखिए आपको मैं प्लान जो है मैं आपको पहले से बता के रख रहा हूँ, सो दैट जब भी हम लोग ले रहे हैं हर एक वीक में, नहीं तो जब हम प्रैक्टिकल के टाइम में ऑटोकैड के टाइम में जब हम वो ऐसे ले रहे हैं तो वहां पे आप लोग माइंड से कंफ्यूज नहीं होने चाहिए. इसके लिए मैं आपको पहले से क्लियरली बता के रख रहा हूँ, बिकॉज वी आर ऑलरेडी शॉर्ट ऑन टाइम ऑल्सो. Already the event semester, it is generally called as the short semester. Event semester is generally called as the short semester, and this time for us it is even shorter. Okay, that is why I am giving you what I am planning to do already. In the this was about component 1 and component 2, and I told you that yeah, we'll be having 3 components. So then in the engineering engineering graphics, okay, in AutoCAD we'll be discussing about the overview of AutoCAD, about the different commands which are there, okay, about how to use AutoCAD, the different basic toolbars which are there, the dialog boxes, shortcut menus, the command line. Then how to set up the drawing page and how to scale it, how to set the units, how to set the limits. Then obviously right now when I am making the drawing, okay, when I am actually drawing it on paper, then there at that time I'll be using units of I'll be using my standard metric units, right? That time I'll be using my units will be in say millimeters, centimeters, and all. But when I'm doing the same in CAD drawing, that time also I have to set the units there. Okay, otherwise it will be taking in a different unit. So each time I'm starting the drawing, okay, I have to set the units there. Then to apply, I'll be able to apply the dimensions to objects, how to apply the animations to drawings, how to create layers, then how to print the document using print command, orthographic projections, then to draw the sectional views of the objects. And based on this particular section, we have the component 3 of the term work, okay, the third component, where I have one problem for orthographic projection, then one problem for sectional orthographic, then one problem for orthographic reading. That means this is for missing views. So okay, so orthographic reading, that means that missing views. Then one component which is there, okay. So from AutoCAD I have to make one drawing sheet in which I'll be making 3 isometric drawing problems. Okay. And in my term work, my component 1, which is my term sheets. The term sheet, they'll be carrying a weightage of 7 marks. Component 2, my assignments. My assignment, they are carrying a weightage of 6 marks. Then component 3, our AutoCAD sheets. These AutoCAD sheets, so we'll be having 4 AutoCAD sheets. Okay, so these sheets together will be carrying a weightage of 7 marks. And finally, attendance, which is always important. 75% attendance is important. So attendance is carrying a weightage of 5 marks and a total of 25 marks. And for the end semester practical exam, it will be of 2 hours duration, carrying 50 marks. And in that, we have to solve in those 2 hours you'll have to be solving one isometric drawing problem carrying 20 marks, and you have to solve one orthographic projection. You have to prepare one orthographic projection with section for 30 marks. So the practical exam, it will be for total of 50 marks. Term work is of 25 marks. So total is 75 in lab course. Total is 75 in theory course. 15 plus 60. Okay, 15 plus 60 for theory, and 25 plus 50 for practical. Now in the my previous year, okay, right now I am taking engineering graphics, or previously known as engineering drawing, for the last 4 years. It has been, right now it is my 5th year in VCET, and for 4 years I have been taking AutoCAD. I have been taking engineering graphics or engineering drawing, and it is right since my own college days. It is has been one of my favorite subjects, because I like drawing a lot. I used to make drawings for I used to make the drawing sheets of my friends also. And at one time it so happened that my drawing was that fast that the paper which is of 4 hours, the machine drawing we had, okay, since I am from mechanical background, okay, so I had three different papers of drawing. Firstly, in the first year I had like your subject, I had engineering graphics. Then in the second year I had machine drawing. In third semester I had machine drawing 1. Then in fourth semester I had machine drawing 2. That was, I had 3 separate courses of drawing. Then in between this I also had another one more course there, okay. In semester 3 it was about civil engineering drawing and estimation. That was actually a very different subject. That was also again drawing only, but it was slightly kind of different, because there I had to be making the plan of a building. How to make a plan of a building, how to make the front view of the building, then how I'll be estimating the cost of the building, about all that. That was a very different course for me. So drawing, which is engineering drawing or engineering graphics, it has been in my, like, one of my pet subjects for quite a long period. My first year was in 2007. So since then it has been one of my pet subjects. Then for reference, it is this textbook which is there, okay. I also have used that same textbook. It is the author's name is N.D. Bhatt. Okay. Engineering drawing by N.D. Bhatt, and machine drawing by N.D. Bhatt and V.M. Panchal. You can also refer that. So if at all you are able to come to our college, then in the college library we have enough number of books available. Then for among the local authors, we also have N.H. Dubey. Okay. Among the local authors, we also have this particular reference book. Okay. So let me write the name here. Okay, engineering drawing, N.H. Dubey. But N.D. Bhatt book, which is there, okay. See, I told you that I myself use this particular book. I studied from this book. In this book, it has been a national standard for engineering drawing. This book has been used across the country in national standard for engineering drawing. Say for the last some 25 years. This book is available since the last 25 years, and it has been the national standard for a book. Then we also can be referring these books also. Okay, Narayana KL, then Professor Shyam Tiku, and Dhananjay Jole. We can also refer these books. Now about a drawing, what is a drawing then? Okay, it is a graphical representation, and if I am comparing anything, see, even in the case of, we I don't want to start drawing right here. Okay, I want to start drawing. I want to start give you the introduction of drawing right from our engineering mechanics. Because see, when we started with engineering mechanics, that time I told you one thing. If you can remember, I told you one thing that the enjoyment of this course, which is related to engineering graphics, engineering or engineering mechanics, the enjoyment of the you will be able to enjoy that course once you are able to visualize, once you are able to visualize in your mind that any example that you see in your day-to-day life, let it be as simple as maybe your fan, your ceiling fan, or let it be as simple as your laptop also. If you are able to visualize that in the form of a force system, you have your cricket, you have your football, or if you can think about you have your some of your kitchen appliances. If you are able to visualize them as examples, it won't be much difficult to understand. Drawing is much more simpler than mechanics. Here, all it requires, what engineering drawing requires is an open mind. It requires you have to keep your eyes and your mind open, because anything that you see, you should be able to imagine that as a drawing in the form of a let it be in the form of your orthographic projection, or let it be in the form of a isometric projection. You can all can if some of you must be holding your mobile in your hand. If you are able to if you are able to visualize that, okay, this my mobile, so how will I be able to make this mobile on paper? Then there is nothing better than understanding drawing. ड्राइंग उतना ही सिंपल है जितना मैं उसको समझने की कोशिश करूंगा, उतना ही सिंपल है. आपको जब भी हम लोग ड्राइंग देखेंगे, जब भी हम लोग व्यूज बनाएंगे, तभी आपको लगेगा कि अरे नहीं, ये बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, हमें समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. लेकिन उसी सेम चीज को आप आपके घर में कुछ आपका एग्जाम्पल है, नहीं तो आपके हाथ में रहेगा, आपके स्टडी टेबल में रहेगा, उस एग्जाम्पल के साथ में आप उसको कोरिलेट कर पाओगे, उतना अच्छा होगा, आपको समझने में आसानी होगी. बिकॉज some of the concepts that we will be discussing, they are actually not some of them which are the concepts which are there, they are actually not exactly visible. If I am telling that it is an imaginary plane, so I should be able to imagine, yes, I have a plane there. So when during during last year or until all these years, during our theory lectures in our drawing hall, I have asked the students to imagine, okay, आप एक रूम में बैठे हो, ठीक है, आपको हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन आप कहाँ पे रखने वाले हो? आप रूम में आप बैठ रहे हो, नहीं तो खड़े हो रहे हो, आपको हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन आप कहाँ इमेजिन कर सकते हो? आप हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन को किधर इमेजिन करोगे? या तो आपका सीलिंग रहेगा, नहीं तो आपका फ्लोर रहेगा. That's all. Your vertical plane which is there, the vertical plane that will be either your left wall on the left or on the wall on the right. Then it can also be the wall behind or the wall in the front. आप एक रूम के अंदर में आपको ही खड़े रह के the easiest way that I found to imagine is that I am standing in a room. ठीक है, मैं एक रूम में मैं खड़ा हूँ. Whatever that my object that I am seeing in the question, मैंने assume किया कि हाँ मैं ही वो ऑब्जेक्ट हूँ, तो मुझे प्लेन किधर रखना है और व्यू कैसे आएगा. That once I am able to imagine, once I am able to channelize in that way, then understanding drawing, there is nothing simpler than drawing. Okay, are you able to understand what I am intending to tell you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आप अपने आप को सोच लो ना, एक ऑब्जेक्ट बोल के, हाँ मैं अभी एक रूम में खड़ा हूँ, ओके, तो मेरा फ्रंट व्यू कैसे रहेगा, मेरा टॉप व्यू कैसे रहेगा, मेरा साइड व्यू कैसे रहेगा. आपको भी, हाँ आपको फिजिकली आप बोल सकते हो हाँ ठीक है कैसे दिख सकता है, आपको टॉप व्यू कैसे रहेगा, इमेजिनिंग इज इजियर। तो आपको जब आप क्वेश्चन में आप आपके स्क्रीन में नहीं तो आपके बुक में आप एक क्वेश्चन देखोगे, आपका इमेजिनेशन बेटर होगा, एंड जितना आपका इमेजिनेशन अच्छा रहेगा उतना ड्राइंग आपको सिंपल होता जाएगा। Once you are able to imagine it, then it is all about bringing your imagination to life in paper. That's all. वो हो जाएगा. That is what I am here for. That imagining part you have to do. How to वो imagination को कैसे आपको पेपर पे उतारना है, उसके लिए मैं आपको हेल्प करूंगा. ओके बहुत कहानी हो गया, पता है मुझे बहुत कहानी हो रहा है, but these are questions that all of us have. Now, always it is better than a verbal and a written description. It is better to always draw and show. The best form of best media of communication in not only in engineering but in almost all fields. मैं कहानी मैं अगर let me give okay in the meantime let me give one more example. मैं अभी एक स्टोरी लिख रहा हूँ, ठीक है, मैं अभी एक पिक्चर के लिए एक सिनेमा पिक्चर के लिए मैंने एक स्क्रिप्ट लिखा। अब ये स्क्रिप्ट मैं कैसे जाके डॉक्टर इसको बताऊंगा, किसी प्रोड्यूसर को नहीं तो डायरेक्टर को मैं कैसे बताऊंगा? How will I be communicating it with him? Can you give me some light? Can you throw some light on that? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
नहीं मेरे को कुछ रिस्पॉन्स नहीं है, इसके लिए पूछ रहा हूँ। मुझे एक पिक्चर का मैंने एक पिक्चर का कहानी लिखा, मेरे को अभी ये किसी डायरेक्टर को नहीं प्रोड्यूसर को जाके सुनाने का है, मैं क्या करूँगा? मुझे उसको थोड़ा सा इफेक्ट भी देना पड़ेगा ना बताते वक्त में। अगर मैं एक ही टोन में बताते जाऊंगा तो वो भी देखते देखते उसको भी बोर हो जाएगा।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अनदर थिंग, अभी जो डायरेक्टर हो गया नहीं तो प्रोड्यूसर हो गया ना, मैं जो कहानी बता रहा हूँ तो इन मीन टाइम ही शुड आल्सो बी एबल टू विजुअलाइज इट कि हाँ यहाँ पे ऐसे हो सकता है, यहाँ पे ऐसे होना चाहिए। ऐसे कुछ आइडियाज ही तो फाइनली जाकर के एक पिक्चर बनती है। अभी मैंने अगर ओके मैं अभी एक डायरेक्टर हूँ, मैंने हाँ ये स्क्रिप्ट है, ये है, मैंने को ओके दिस इज माय स्क्रिप्ट स्टोरी, दिस इज माय स्क्रिप्ट बोल के मुझे ये सीन करना है, शॉट करना है, वो सब करके मैं जा रहा हूँ मेरे कैमरामैन के पास में, मेरे वीडियोग्राफर कैमरामैन के पास में मैं जा रहा हूँ। वो फिर अभी मैं जो बताने चाह रहा हूँ वो उसको भी समझना चाहिए। ओनली देन ही विल बी एबल टू गिव हिज बेस्ट शॉट दैट हाँ ये करना बेटर होगा। ही विल बी एबल टू गिव मी 2 or 3 ऑप्शंस देयर। हाँ दिस विल बी बेटर, दिस इज गुड, दिस लोकेशन विल बी गुड फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर शॉट। अभी अपने इंडिया में थोड़ी ना जगह कम है, नहीं तो जगह थोड़ी ना मतलब ये कि अच्छा जगह नहीं है कि लोग फॉरेन में जाके शूट करते हैं। सॉन्ग्स का हो गया, नहीं तो बहुत सारे सीन जो फॉरेन में क्यों शूट होती है, स्पेशली इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सॉन्ग्स। इट्स अबाउट गेटिंग दैट एंटायर लैंडस्केप। हमें एनवायरनमेंट अच्छा है, हमें वो फील्ड भी मिल जाएगा, लेकिन हमें वो लैंडस्केप पूरा नहीं मिलेगा जो कि वो ड्राइंग एक सॉन्ग का वो विजुअल आता है आना चाहिए, उसके लिए वो इम्पोर्टेंट है। आई एम ट्राइंग टू कोरिलेट विद how to make a drawing with how a movie is being produced, how a movie comes to life। आपके पास थिएटर में जब मूवी आती है तो उसके पीछे क्या क्या चल रहा है, that is what is that I can give that I can say that yeah both of them are similar। Now what are the different types of drawing? Firstly, yeah, I have simple nature drawings जो हम अपने स्कूल में किया है. Geographical maps हमने social science में use किया है. Geographical maps which are showing my, then here I have my, what to say, क्या बोलते हैं, political maps भी होते हैं ना, नहीं क्या बोलते हैं, इसमें बाउंड्रीज भी रहते हैं, हम उसको कौन से क्या मैप बोलते हैं?
Geographical.
हाँ, no, see, in geography also we have two different maps. One in which we have the हमें इंडिया का पूरा हमें टोपोग्राफी दिखाता है, हमें इंडिया का ब्लैंक आउटलाइन मैप रहता है, और दूसरा जो है इंडिया का पॉलिटिकल मैप है ना, पॉलिटिकल मैप भी बोलते हैं शायद से ना.
Yes, sir.
इंडिया का आउटलाइन मैप होता है एक, जो एकदम पूरा ब्लैंक रहता है विदाउट एनी स्टेट्स एंड ऑल. सेकेंडली पॉलिटिकल मैप होता है व्हिच इज शोइंग द स्टेट बाउंड्रीज.
Yes.
Yes. So we have geographical map, we have geographical drawings, which is similar to my maps. Then I have botanical drawings. So those who have taken botany, those who have studied botany, so you have made botanical garden drawing about plants, flowers, etc., seeds, etc. Then we have zoological drawings, जहाँ पे हमने creatures का बनाया, हमने frog का बनाया, cockroach का बनाया, then हमने earthworm का बनाया. Then we have made even for अपना हार्ट का डायग्राम बनाया, हमने हमारे किडनी का डायग्राम बनाया, हमारा डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम बनाया, रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम बनाया. All of them they are coming under zoological drawings. Then we have made portraits. We have seen portraits. हमने portrait हम सब लोग बनाते नहीं है. तो आप में से अगर कोई है जो पेंटर है, नहीं तो ड्राइंग करता है, then I don't know, but generally many of them, generally people, they don't do, all of them they don't do portraits. So then I have portraits in which I am showing my human faces, expressions and all. And I have engineering drawing. Engineering drawing is about projections. And in engineering drawing, I can again classify that as building related drawings, okay, which is related to civil, which is related to civil, and I have machine component drawings which are related to mechanical. Now let it be civil, let it be related to building, or let it be related to machine component. But for either of them, I'll be requiring orthographic projections and isometric projections, both of them. Now the orthographic projection, there are a few terms. Okay, so orthographic projection, when I'm talking it in the terms of mechanical engineering, then I am talking about front view, top view, and side view. Whereas the same orthographic projection, when I'm talking in terms of civil engineering term, then I'll be talking it as plan. Plan stands for the top view. Elevation stands for the front view. Then the isometric projection, that is a term for mechanical engineering. Whereas the perspective, that is a term which is for civil engineering. Okay. So अगर आपने कहीं पे आइसोमेट्रिक पर्सपेक्टिव भी सुना, पर्सपेक्टिव ये ड्राइंग व्यू करके सुना, तो आपको क्या समझना है कि हाँ वो मुझे आइसोमेट्रिक व्यू के बारे में बता रहे हैं. ओके, एनी क्वेश्चन? Give me a minute, let me have some. This is what I told you about the real enjoyment of engineering drawing. ऐसे ड्राइंग बोर्ड में बनाना. Okay, so this part which is there, okay. So this part it is not a part of our drawing in our drawing board, okay. But yeah, drawing boards are again of different type. This is just one of the type. So in that I can also change the height. I can change my angle. All of them. Okay, so this particular drawing board. So in my drawing instruments, I have firstly I have my drawing board. Then I have the drawing sheet. Then the drawing sheet, firstly, the biggest size which is there. Okay. So the biggest size, that is full imperial, if I am saying that. Full imperial that I say. So that is at A0. Sorry. No, no, no. That is not A0 is not full imperial. A0, the page size will be 841 mm by 119. It is exact, will be, dimensions will be exact half of, one of the dimensions will be half. Okay. So if I am going by opposite, our standard paper size, it is A4. It is 210 mm by 297 mm. Then if I am able to keep two A4 sheets side by side. Now see, this is one A4 sheet, this is second A4 sheet, this much. So if I am able to keep two A4 sheets side by side, then that paper size which is there, which will be 420 by 294. That is my A3 size. Then if I am keeping two A3 sheets together, see, this is my one A3, and this complete area, this is my second A3. So these two together, that becomes size of 420 by 594, and that I call as A2. Then I have A1 and A0. A0 is the biggest paper size biggest size of the drawing sheet that we have, and that is A0. It is 841 mm by 1189 mm. Okay. Now, right now, the drawing book that you have purchased, the drawing book, it is the pages, they are having dimensions of 297 mm by 420 mm. Okay. Then, in the drawing sheet, now I have, now this right now in the here, this is an orthographic projection. Okay. This is an example for an orthographic projection here. And let me tell you, there are a few components here. Okay, first let me tell you. Now, firstly, this is my sheet border. Then here just inside the sheet border, I have my page border or drawing border. Then here I have my title box. I have my title box next. Okay. So in my title box, what all I'll be having is what is the main title of this, then who has made it, what date it is, what projection I have used, the dimensions which are there. Okay. And here you can see that there are 5 different uh, views there. Okay. So I'll explain to you what each view is. So firstly, here straight away at this, nearly at the center of this. Okay. So this particular view, which is there, that will be my front view. And the front view, it generally happens to be at the completely around the center of the drawing. Okay. Front view. Then from my front view, so this particular front view, if I am looking downwards from the front view, then here I have my top view. So FV, it is my front view. TV, it is my top view. Then if I am seeing it from the bottom here, so I have the top view. So same ways, if I am projecting from the bottom here, then this will be my bottom view. Then from here, if I am seeing this particular object from this end, so by in the same time that I am explaining to you each side, I want you to imagine for your own self. It would be much easier. आपको अगर फ्रंट से देखा तो आप कैसे दिखोगे, आपका टॉप व्यू कैसे दिखेगा, आपका बॉटम से देखा तो आपको कैसे दिखेगा, देन आपको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से देखा, आपको लेफ्ट हैंड के साइड से देखा तो कैसे दिखेगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज माय right now this which is there. Okay, so I am seeing this object, I have my top view, bottom view, then I am seeing this object right now from the right side, right? This is my right hand. So this object I am seeing it from the right side. So this I am seeing it is my right hand side view, which we say as RHSV, right hand side view. तो आपको right hand side से आपको देखा तो कैसे लगेगा, and that you what how you will be your outline which is there, that you have to project onto the opposite wall. अभी आपका राइट हैंड है तो आपके लेफ्ट साइड के में जो वॉल रहेगा उस वॉल में आपको प्रोजेक्ट करना होगा, तभी आपको उसका वो आपको इमेजिनेशन आएगा. Then I am seeing from the left side of my object, and that view I will be projecting towards the right side, and this will be my left hand side view, also known as LHSV. Any question? Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Achha. No, the significance of all this, it comes when I am discussing about lines, planes, even points से भी शुरू हो जाएगा ये. Points, lines, planes, solids. और तो आईसो के लिए नहीं चाहिए. आईसो के लिए हमें इसका ऑपोजिट इमेजिन करना है. हमें इनसे no, using these drawings, if I am able to make the 3D view of the object, I am given these say these three views 1, 2 and 3, and using these three views I am able to make the 3D view of the object, then that I will be calling as my isometric view. And this is another instrument that I told you, I gave you, the mini drafter. The significance of the mini drafter comes when I am using my drawing board. Okay. So in the drawing board, for a very large sheet of paper, actually it happens that many times I am not able to reach to each of the corners. So then, for ease of drawing, then I can use a mini drafter. Okay. Mini drafter का significance जो है, अभी आप अगर आपके ड्राइंग शीट में आप आपके ड्राइंग बुक में बना रहे हो, as long as you are making on your drawing book, then mini drafter actually doesn't have much of a significance there. What is more important is when you are making in your drawing book, what is more important is firstly you should be having a 30 centimeter scale. Secondly, you should be having that 30 centimeter scale. I won't prefer a roller scale, okay, but if you can, then 30 centimeter scale, or it can also be a roller scale. I personally don't prefer a roller scale. The roller scale, it can be used for making parallel lines. Okay. If it is possible, then I'll show to you how to make parallel lines. Then next we'll be requiring this. this set squares which are there. Set squares 45 degrees and 60 degrees. And आप में से कितने लोगों ने बड़ा सेट स्क्वायर लिया है? आपका इंस्ट्रूमेंट बॉक्स के अंदर का छोटा वाला नहीं चाहिए हमें.
हाँ सर, बड़ा लिया है.
आपके इंस्ट्रूमेंट बॉक्स के अंदर वाला छोटा नहीं. ओके, आई वांट यू टू सी द डायमेंशंस हियर. इसमें इसका लेंथ देखो कितना है. अराउंड 26-27 सेंटीमीटर तक आ रहा है. ओके, and secondly this one, the 45 degree set square, that is also again coming to around 23 centimeters. ठीक है, this one it is goes to around 28 centimeters. so उतना 28 सेंटीमीटर आपको लेंथ चाहिए, तो आप सोच लो ये कितना बड़ा है करके. एंड जनरली जो 45 डिग्री सेट स्क्वायर रहता है, 45 डिग्री सेट स्क्वायर के सेंटर में आपको एक प्रोट्रैक्टर मिलता है. यस और नो?
यस सर.
यस सर.
ये 60 वाले सेट स्क्वायर में आपको ये फ्रेंच कर्व्स, ये उसके अंदर में ये कर्व्स रहेंगे, फ्रेंच कर्व्स बोलते हैं इसको. एंड ये जो है 45 डिग्री सेट स्क्वायर में आपको यहाँ पे बीच में एक प्रोट्रैक्टर रहेगा. You can use that protractor for measuring the angles. Okay. Now, apart from that, I would also suggest set square जो है, so ये big ये set square जो है, they should be big. Okay, not the स्कूल का इंस्ट्रूमेंट बॉक्स जो है उसका सेट स्क्वायर हमें ड्राइंग शीट में नहीं चलेगा. हमें once you are seeing the dimensions, once you are seeing the length and all, then you will be understanding that आपका जो ड्राइंग बॉक्स का जो है वो कुछ भी नहीं है. Then next I would suggest you to take a pro circle. I'll tell you what is a pro circle. A pro circle, that is a 360 degree protractor. आपको 360 डिग्री का प्रोट्रैक्टर रहेगा वो. एंड इट विल बी ग्रेजुएटेड इन 1 डिग्रीज. ओके, उसका लीस्ट काउंट जो रहेगा वो 1 डिग्रीज रहेगा. सो फ्रॉम 0 डिग्रीज टू 360 डिग्रीज आपको पूरा रहेगा. इट विल बी अ फुल सर्कल. एंड व्हाट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट इज इनसाइड द प्रो सर्कल, ओके, यू विल बी हैविंग डिफरेंट स्मॉलर सर्कल्स. उसमें स्मॉलर सर्कल्स का यहाँ पे टेम्पलेट रहेगा जो हम लोग कॉम्पस से नहीं बना सकते. Now, if I want to make a circle of say 5 mm diameter, 5 mm diameter, can I make that using a compass? Hello?
No.
No sir.
तो फिर मुझे ड्राइंग में बनाना पड़ेगा. 5 mm डायमीटर का मुझे शायद से सर्कल बनाना पड़े, शायद मुझे आर्क बनाना पड़े. So then how will I make that? So then at that time I can use the smaller circles available inside the pro circle. ठीक है, pro circle diameter 1 mm से लेकर के diameter 30 mm तक में छोटे छोटे सर्कल्स का ये रहता है, टेम्पलेट रहता है, which you can use. Okay, which is will be very handy for you. pro circle के बाद में अभी आप ड्राइंग शीट अगर यूज कर रहे हो तो आपको क्लिप्स लगेंगे, क्लिप्स टू कीप द शीट्स इन देयर पोजीशन. देन आपको इरेजर लगेगा. अभी ये इरेजर जो है, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस में बताता हूँ, नटराज का मत खरीदना. नटराज का मत खरीदना. आई वुड सजेस्ट यू अप्सरा. अप्सरा जो नॉन डस्ट आता है, बड़ा इरेजर आता है, I would suggest that अप्सरा का नॉन डस्ट जो इरेजर है. बिकॉज आप जब भी आपको आप अगर शीट में आप अगर रब कर रहे हो ना, तो ये नॉन डस्ट क्या होता है, आपको उसमें डस्ट के जैसे नहीं रहता है. वो सब मिलके आपको इरेज करते हो उसमें, वो आपको पेज को खराब नहीं करता. Then clutch pencil or mechanical pencil. How many of you have this already?
सर खरीदा है.
Yes sir. Yes sir. HB
Yes.
pencil.
हाँ,
HB pencil sir.
तो आप एक काम करना, उसमें आप जब भी खरीदोगे तो उसमें ऑलरेडी आपको एक लेड रहेगा. There will be one lead already, okay, and that lead will be HB.
Okay sir.
Try if you are able to get a box, okay. एक लेड का बॉक्स मिलता है, छोटा सा रहता है, आपको H का मिलता है क्या देखो. Because in engineering graphics we will be using H2H. तो मैं क्या सजेस्ट करूंगा कि उसमें आपको पेंसिल के साथ में आपको एक लेड मिलता है, H का मिलता है, HB का आता है वो. देखो आपको अगर H का मिलता है तो अच्छी बात है. एंड मेक श्योर दैट द पेंसिल दैट यू आर परचेसिंग, दैट यू आर बाइंग, उसका 0.5 mm है. ठीक है, 0.5 mm का है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, तो द क्लच और द मैकेनिकल पेंसिल इट शुड बी ऑफ 0.5 mm एंड ट्राई टू गेट अ बॉक्स. H का लेड का बॉक्स ले लो, वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा कुछ 10 रुपए कुछ होगा, मेरे को भी याद नहीं, बहुत जमाने हो गए. एंड लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग, ये क्लच पेंसिल जो है, क्लच पेंसिल मैकेनिकल पेंसिल, ओके, आई हैव माय ओन पेंसिल सिंस माय ओन कॉलेज डेज and I have that right now. I can maybe even show that in video. नाम दिख रहा है आपको? नहीं.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, उल्टा दिखेगा आपको.
Yes sir, उल्टा दिख रहा है.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have two pencils. Okay, I have two pencils. The blue one it is of 0.5 mm, and this one red it is of 0.7 mm. You can see that it is written 0.7 here. Here it is written as
Yes.
0.7.
Yes sir.
I have two pencils here. Okay, now both of these pencils they were gifted by my father during my first year, 2007. तो तब से ये रखा है मैंने, मेरे पास है, and I still use them.
Wow.
Okay, now inside here I can, आपके भी पेंसिल में वो चीज सेम रहेगा. If you are opening it from here, okay, you can open it from behind here, and in here you can be adding leads. Just one thing that you have to take care of is that when you are handling the lead box जो है, lead आप handle जब कर रहे हो तो उसको बहुत delicately handle करना. ठीक है, क्योंकि आपको हाथ से थोड़ा सा भी आपका प्रेशर हो जाता है तो वो टूट जाएगा. तो that one thing that you have to take care of. And छोटा lead अगर टूटा तो फिर आपको पेन में, पेंसिल में आप यूज करते हो, उसमें क्या हो जाता है, बीच में आपको प्रॉब्लम होता है. So that one thing you have to get used to.
Hello sir.
हाँ.
Actually, I have already purchased 0.5 mm HB lens. I have two boxes. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. आप एक बार जरा दुकान में जा करके रिक्वेस्ट करके देखो,
So, दुकान
आपको
वाला
HB को, हाँ,
दुकान वाला अंदर लेगा नहीं, 3 दिन हो गया सर लेके।
नहीं कोई बात नहीं, आपने वो ओपन करके यूज किया क्या?
नहीं सर, ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया।
आपने उसको ओपन नहीं किया है ना?
नहीं किया सर।
कोई बात नहीं, पूछ के देखो।
ओके सर, ट्राई करते
अगर अगर उसने एच दिया तो ठीक है, नहीं तो ठीक है, आप एच भी यूज कर लो।
ओके सर।
प्रदीप पाल है यहाँ पे?
सर नहीं।
ओके ठीक है।
सर
हाँ
वो आपने प्रो ये
प्रो
सर्कल बोला।
सर्कल, हाँ प्रो सर्कल।
हाँ सर, मैंने वो रेक्टेंगल वाला लिया था, तो मैं चेंज करूँ क्या?
नहीं सी देखो, आप एक काम, आप क्या वो दिखा सकते हो?
हाँ हाँ
आपने जो लिया है क्या, आप दिखाओ मुझे, आप दिखाओ।
हाँ हाँ, लाइट ला।
ग्रेट, ये लिया, बहुत अच्छा हो गया। बट प्रो सर्कल क्या है, उसमें आपको 360 डिग्री प्रोट्रैक्टर है। तो ओके, यस यू कैन ऑल्सो बाई दिस, ओके ऑल ऑफ यू। आप ये भी देख के रख रहे हो, आप ये भी ले सकते हो। इसमें आपको 1 से लेके 30 तक आपको हर एक टाइप मिलेगा। प्रो सर्कल में सब नहीं मिलता, लेकिन ये जो है टेम्पलेट जो है, इसमें आपको सब मिल जाएगा। गुड गुड गुड। ओके ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज प्लीज आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, नहीं तो यश आप एक काम करो, इसका फोटो लेके आप ग्रुप में डाल दो।
यस सर।
ओके
हाँ
हाँ ओके फाइन, ठीक है। आप ये ऑफ कर लो, कैमरा ऑफ कर लो। गुड गुड गुड।
सर
हाँ
सर, जो मिनी ड्राफ्टर है ना, वो बिना बोर्ड का यूज नहीं कर सकते?
बिना बोर्ड का यूज करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है, कर सकते हैं, लेकिन मुश्किल मुश्किल किस बात का है, क्योंकि आपको फिर वो शायद से आपके डाइनिंग टेबल में आप यूज कर सकते हो उसको। नहीं तो आपका स्टडी टेबल है?
हाँ सर।
आपका स्टडी टेबल है?
हाँ सर।
you can try fixing the mini drafter in your study table.
ओके सर।
ठीक है, मिनी ड्राफ्टर।
हेलो सर।
हाँ
सर मिनी ड्राफ्टर कंपलसरी लगेगा ना सर?
मैं आज के डेट में मिनी ड्राफ्टर को मैं कंपलसरी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ।
ओके, बिकॉज सर इधर अवेलेबल नहीं हो रहा है सर।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, देख भाग्येश, देखो आज की डेट में मेरे को वैसे भी मिनी ड्राफ्टर मैं कम यूज करता हूँ, मिनी ड्राफ्टर को। ठीक है, मैं कम यूज करता हूँ, मुझे मेरा काम जो है मेरे को सेट स्क्वायर से हो जाता है। सी द प्राइमरी यूज ऑफ मिनी ड्राफ्टर इज फॉर एंगल्स। ओके, आपको अगर एंगल में लाइन ड्रॉ करना है, एंगल लेके ड्रॉ करना है, एक चीज वो है। दूसरा, आपको पैरेलल लाइंस ड्रॉ करना है, वैसे केस के लिए, सबके लिए हम लोग को मिनी ड्राफ्टर काफी कन्वीनियंट होता है। लेकिन मेरा अपना एक्सपीरियंस क्या है कि मिनी ड्राफ्टर में विथ सम टाइम फॉर दोस हु हैव परचेज्ड मिनी ड्राफ्टर, उसमें आपको 2 स्क्रू है ना, मिनी ड्राफ्टर में आपको 2 स्क्रूज है। One screw which is at the corner and second screw which is at the scale. Okay, just a minute. I'll okay, मिनी ड्राफ्टर का फोटो तो है, तो मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ ना, उसमें फोटो में दिखाता हूँ। मेरा और मिनी ड्राफ्टर का एक्सपीरियंस ये है कि मिनी ड्राफ्टर में आपको 2 स्क्रूज है, एक तो इधर में है, ये एक स्क्रू है। So using this screw, I'll be able to fix this entire instrument and this entire drafter at the table. टेबल में मैं उसको एकदम स्ट्रांगली उसको लगा के रख सकता हूँ। उसके लिए दूसरा स्क्रू है यहाँ पे, दिस वन। तो मुझे ये स्केल को जब भी मुझे रोटेट करना है अलग अलग एंगल के लिए, देन आई विल बी अनस्क्रूइंग दिस, मैं एंगल चेंज करूंगा और वापस इसको टाइट करूंगा। यहाँ पे ये जो स्क्रू है, जब मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ तो ये स्क्रू मेरा जल्दी लूज हो जाता है। एंड वंस दिस स्क्रू इज लूसेंड, देन मेरे को एंगल बराबर नहीं होता है, मेरे को उसका पैरेलल लाइंस बराबर नहीं आते। एंड विथ माय प्रो रोलर स्केल ऑल्सो, मेरा वैसा ओपिनियन है कि रोलर स्केल से भी हमेशा आपको परफेक्ट लाइंस नहीं आते, परफेक्ट पैरेलल लाइंस नहीं आते, हमेशा नहीं आते। मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा कि बिल्कुल भी नहीं आते, लेकिन हमेशा मुझे परफेक्ट पैरेलल लाइंस नहीं आते। I have a much simpler method using just the set squares and my long scale. मेरे को खुद से अच्छा लगता है वो method. If at all I am able to show you that method, then I would be very happy. ठीक है. Now, when I am talking about an orthographic projection, okay, so then I'll be having the different views of the object projected on reference planes and which are perpendicular to the respective reference plane. Now the different reference planes which are there, firstly I have my horizontal plane which I am representing it as HP. Secondly, I have my vertical plane which I am representing as VP. Then I have my side plane or the profile plane which I am showing it as PP. So my top view which is there, the views which are there are front view, top view and side view. So the front view, it is projected on the vertical frontal plane. So right now this plane which is there, this plane on which you are seeing all this, so this you can say that this is your vertical plane. Now if you are using your laptop, okay, आप laptop अगर use कर रहे हो, then आपका laptop का screen जो है, आपका laptop का screen आपका vertical plane रहेगा और आपका laptop का keyboard जो रहेगा वो आपको horizontal plane आप बोल सकते हो. Then the plane to the plane which is perpendicular to both my HP and my VP, and it is on the either side, left side or the right side, then it is called as my profile plane, and the side view it is projected on the profile plane. So important terms in orthographic projection, firstly I have my planes, secondly the pattern of views, then the method of drawing the orthographic projections. For the principal planes, horizontal plane, I have vertical plane. Then the auxiliary planes, firstly I have the auxiliary vertical plane which is inclined to VP. Then I have the auxiliary inclined plane which is inclined to the horizontal plane HP, and I have the profile plane. So right now for our orthographic projections, we'll be using HP, VP and PP. Now right now यहाँ पे PP जो आपको दिखाया है, right now my object which is there, my object it is here. Then this profile plane, so I'll be making my this profile plane will be carrying my left hand side view. And suppose my object is on this and the profile plane is towards the left, then it will be carrying my right hand side view. ये एक दो केसेस जब करेंगे तभी वो आपको क्लियर होगा. हाँ, right now see I have this point here. And right now I am talking about first angle projection. About around the world, okay, all around the world, I know you are familiar with the quadrant system, right? आपको all 4 quadrants पता है ना?
Yes sir.
So अभी के लिए हम लोग 2D में हम लोग सिर्फ 4 quadrants कंसिडर कर रहे हैं. एक्चुअल में हमें 8 quadrants कंसिडर करने. So right now in 2D, let us consider just 4 quadrants. Now when I am placing an object in the, this is my quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. So right now when I am placing an object in the first quadrant, okay, now suppose I am placing this object here in the first quadrant, then it is called as the first angle method or the first angle projection. So कहीं पे भी आपको ये टर्म अगर आ रहा है, first angle projection नहीं तो first angle method याद आ रहा है, so what you have to remember that my whatever my object which is there, that object is placed in my first quadrant. Now the second method which is there, it is my third angle projection. The third angle projection, I have to place the object in my third quadrant. Now there can be a question that why I am not using the second or the fourth quadrant. Now in the second quadrant, what happens is my views which are there, okay, so my horizontal view and my top view, horizontal view and my top view, they'll be actually superimposing over each other. I'll show you them. I'll show you that. Okay. So firstly, I have the first angle projection method. So views are drawn by placing the object in the first quadrant. Then, so when in that case, my front view which is there, that is above the reference line, and the top view is below the reference line. Now, when I'm talking about third angle projection, then object is drawn by placing the views are drawn by placing the object in the third quadrant. My front view it will be below the reference line, and my top view it will be above the reference line. And in majority of the world, in a major part of the globe, especially, or maybe you can say it as the English colonies which are there. इंग्लैंड एक टाइम में तो सबसे बड़ा एक टाइम में तो दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा किंगडम तो ब्रिटिश था ना. So in most of the English colonies, they are using actually first angle projection. Okay. Most of the English colonies we are using first angle projection. Okay. There are parts of the world where the third angle projection is also used. This is about my first angle projection. Okay. So my object, this is my object. Now I am seeing it from here for the front view. So my front view, my plane will be there. My plane is behind the plane. Okay. My object it is in front of the plane. Then for horizontal plane, my object it is above the horizontal plane, and for the side view also, my object it is in front of the side view, in front of the profile plane. Whereas when I am talking about third angle projection, then my object which is there, object it is it can be the object it is below the plane. Okay. Now this is my horizontal plane here. So my top view it is coming here. So the object it is below the horizontal plane. It is behind the behind the vertical plane, and it is behind my profile plane also. So that is why I am saying that my top view it comes above the object. So in that case, what I will have to do is for the top view, when I am seeing from the top, then I have to project it towards the horizontal plane. Third angle projection is there. Okay. Now let me just show you this example. Now right now I am using first angle projection here. Okay. And this object which is there, I have this object. For this object, now I have to make all the three views. So I want you to see the colors. Okay. मैंने हर एक साइड को मैंने कलरिंग किया हुआ है, एंड वो कलरिंग के हिसाब से हमने यहाँ पे उसका व्यू बनाया. And after making the views of the object here, then I have shown them in the plane form, in the 2D form. So this is my 3D object. So now for the front view, I am seeing from the front view. So whatever the plane, whatever my surfaces which are visible for the front view, I am representing them in the violet, shades of violet. So I have two surfaces which are visible for the front view. So वो मैंने यहाँ पे represent किया है. Then for the top view, I am showing them in shades of green. Then in the surfaces which are visible for my side view, I am showing them in shades of blue. And since I am using first angle projection, so my front view will always be above my reference line XY. My top view it will always be below my reference line, and I have my left hand side view. So since it is my left hand side view, I will be making it on the right side of the front view. This is one particular term where a majority of the students get confused. The left hand side view always lies on the right side of the front view. Okay, and the right hand side view, it always lies on the to the left of the front view. ओके, ये एक चीज माइंड में एकदम फिक्स करके रखो। मैंने अगर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड व्यू बोला तो वो फ्रंट व्यू के राइट साइड में बनाना है, एंड मैंने अगर राइट हैंड साइड व्यू बोला तो वो फ्रंट व्यू के लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में बनाना है। ओके प्लीज, ये जो एक चीज है इसको 10 बार 50 बार 100 बार बोल बोल के माइंड में फिक्स कर दो कि लेफ्ट हैंड साइड व्यू ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ द फ्रंट व्यू, राइट हैंड साइड व्यू टू द लेफ्ट ऑफ द फ्रंट व्यू। 100 बार बोल के फिक्स करो उसको, ठीक है, उसमें आपको कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए। Another some of the few examples, okay, so here for your better understanding हमने क्या किया, उसको कलर कोडिंग किया है। okay, and with this example, okay, we'll stop for today. You have your induction program, okay, also, right? मैथ्स का भी इंडक्शन प्रोग्राम भी है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
अभी सब जाके देखो, इतने देर से जब कुछ पूछ रहा हूँ तो किसी का आवाज नहीं है। And let me tell you one thing, अभी ड्राइंग जब हम बना रहे हैं, कभी भी कहीं भी आपको अगर नहीं समझा कुछ अगर एक लाइन अगर हमने बनाते वक्त में आपको नहीं समझा तो आपको पूछने के लिए सोचते मत रहना। आप नहीं पूछोगे तो मुझे पता नहीं आपको समझा कि नहीं समझा, ठीक है?
Okay,
एंड
sir.
ये शुड बी डिफरेंट। मेरा भी ड्राइंग डायग्राम पहले से ज्यादा गंदा रहेगा अपना। इसके टाइम में सब मेरा हैंडराइटिंग बहुत अच्छा दिखता था मैकेनिक्स में। राइट नो हियर हमें वी डोंट हैव मच ऑफ राइटिंग, वी हैव टू ड्रॉ। एंड मेरा जो पैड जो है वो पैड से मैं ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल नहीं हूँ ड्राइंग के लिए, तो ड्राइंग गंदा जाएगा, शायद से बहुत गंदा जाएगा, पता नहीं, देखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? So we'll stop here for today and we'll continue on Wednesday. Okay, let me see if I am able to get AutoCAD well and good. If I am not, then on Wednesday we will be taking engineering curves. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
ओके
चलो
सर।
अभी अटेंडेंस दे दो फटाफट से। आपका नंबर चेंज हो गया पता है मेरे को। कितने लोगों का नंबर चेंज हुआ रे? सबका चेंज हो गया?
थोड़े
नो
लोगों
सर।
2-3 जन का हुआ है।
अच्छा ठीक है, चल कोई बात नहीं। ओके, नंबर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64। ए D55 का D23 हो गया है, तो आपके यहाँ पे चेंज करो ना, आपका जो जीमेल में आपने जो नाम लिखा है वो चेंज करो, नया रोल नंबर डाल के रखो। हेलो ऑल ऑफ यू, अपडेट योर रोल नंबर्स।